What's up guys, my name is Stoody and I'd like to welcome you all back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing the Brisbane Heat BBL13 season preview. Now last season, we made it to the grand final, but we were the runners up. Unfortunately, I did a live reaction stream to that, and there's a chance that I'll be doing quite a few live reaction streams during the season. So if you like to check them out, feel free to. There's a chance I might be doing a live reaction to the Heat versus Stars game on Thursday. Thursday is the day after my birthday, so hopefully we get a good late birthday present for me winning against the Stars. So basically, I'm going to talk about what I think will happen this season with us. Now, last season I thought we had a really good team, but we started off slowly due to the fact everyone was on international duties. We have a lot of gun players, but they're always on international duty. So that's why we lose a lot of them, and then we end up suffering because of it. Last year we had a lot of good depth in our team. I thought it was a really good balanced team with all-rounders and all that, a deeper batting lineup, which is something we'd struggled with over the last 5 or so years. We'd have a really weak tail, so our number 8 batsman would be pretty bad, and sometimes we would even have a bowler at number 7. Yeah, it was pretty bad. That was back in the Lynn McCullum era. And, that was, other than BBL6, that was a disaster. But unfortunately, this year we've lost a bit of depth in our team, which is why I don't think we'll go as well this year as we did last year. So we lost James Bazley and we lost Sam Hazlitt. We also lost Mark Steckity. Hazlitt, a pretty decent batsman. Bazley, a pretty decent all-rounder, and Steckity, a pretty decent bowler. So we lost all that, and who did we bring in to replace them? No one. Absolutely no one. So I'm not very happy with that. And the guys we did bring in are spuds. So, yeah, that's not good. So our depth is going to be tested this year, especially when all our players are on international duty. Now, when we talk about availability, who's going to be available for certain games. Now, Khawaja and Labuschagne will be available for Game 1 on Thursday night, but after that, they most likely won't be available again for the rest of the BBL due to how late all the test matches are on this year. The players that we will have out for the first 3 games, definitely, are Nathan McSweeney, Michael Nisa, Matt Renshaw, and Jimmy Pearson. So they will be out. And then after Game 1, it'll also be Labuschagne and Khawaja. We can add to that list. If you want to go ahead and see what games players on your team most likely won't be available for, I'll put a photo up on the screen now which shows all that. So go ahead and screenshot that or whatever. So there is a chance that between the 6th and the 13th of January, we might get Khawaja and Labuschagne back for that period. But once finals come, if we make finals, they won't be available, so might as well forget about them pretty much. We should hopefully have the overseas players playing for the whole entire series. There is a chance, though, that they may leave the BBL to go to the UAE T20 League, which is like at the end of the BBL, so they'd play at least most of the season, and then at the end of the BBL maybe go to the UAE. But it is said that it is likely that they'll wait until after the BBL is finished before they go ahead and play in that league. So that's good at least, because last year we lost Billings and Munro to another stupid league, or I think it might have been international duty, I don't know. But we had literally no overseas players other than Hayne after the halfway point of the season. I'm going to go through every single player on our list and give my thoughts on them. So obviously the captain, Usman Khawaja, he won't play very much, so he's kind of irrelevant. Xavier Bartlett is someone who I see in our best 11 for the most part. He has got some handy batting. He can come in and hit some quick runs for us if we're in trouble. And also, he's a pretty good bowler. He's a really good opening bowler. He can take some wickets early. So he'll be handy mainly at the top of the innings for bowling. He's not as good at the depth. Though Sam Billings is a gun. Hopefully he stays for the whole entire series. He'll be very important for us. Could possibly be one of our best batsmen for this season. Josh Brown is an interesting one. I think he plays in the best 11 for the most part as an opener. Brown can score runs really, really quickly and get us off to a very good start. However, he can also stuff up as well, like that drop catch in the grand final last year. But who knows, maybe Josh Brown's about to become a superstar of the competition for his massive hitting. Max Bryant, the Heat have a massive crush on him. Love to have him open the batting, but I'm not a fan of him opening the batting. If he is to play in the best 11, I think he should be a number 6 batsman, because for years we've lacked that guy who comes in about 6 or 7 and just is able to smash sixes from ball one. And Bryant's a guy who can do that. So I think Bryant is more suited to that role for us if he does play in the best 11. I do not want to see him opening. He makes me lose my shit watching him get out to a dumb shot early in the innings, giving us a bad start. I hate that. Spencer Johnson is a superstar in the making. I think he's our best bowler. Other than maybe Nisa, depends, but he probably will overtake Nisa pretty soon. I can see him being like a test player in a couple of years though, so hopefully we do keep him for a while though. He's really good. And we have struggled for good bowlers over the years. You know, we've managed to bring Nisa back. And now we've got Spencer Johnson. He'll probably open the bowling and maybe bowl at the death as well. So hopefully, he's recovering from an injury, but hopefully he plays pretty much every game because we're going to need him big time. Matt Kuhneman, he's the better spinner for mine. He's definitely best 11. He played in the India Tests as well. He's a really good spin bowler. He's just improving every single year. So, yeah, I prefer him over Swepson in the team. Labuschagne, he will not play really, so he's irrelevant. Nathan McSweeney is someone who should definitely be in the best 11 when he is available. He's a pretty good batsman and also can bowl some spin as well, so he's very handy all-rounder for us. When he finally got a chance, he made like 80 something and was pretty solid in all his other games that he played and can bowl some handy spin. So I think he's a valuable player and definitely should be in our best 11. Colin Munro is a superstar, absolute superstar. He'll open the batting, I'm assuming, with Josh Brown. Surely it's not Josh Brown and Max Bryan opening the batting. That would be an ugly sight, but hopefully Munro opens with Brown. If for some reason they actually have Bryan opening, then I'm sure Munro will be the number 3 batsman. Munro definitely has the potential to score hundreds, well, so does Billings. But Munro, he looked the better of the two last year, so hopefully he can bring that into this season. Michael Nisa, absolute superstar. Hopefully he doesn't get selected for Australia. He's already been selected for the Prime Ministers or whatever it is, so he's going to miss the first 3 games. But when we get him back, he's going to be very valuable for us. He's deadly at the start of the innings. The problem is, though, he drops off a lot after the first 2 or 3 overs, so that's an issue. Hopefully he can get better bowling in the middle and at the death. But he's insanely good opening the bowling and bats really well as well. He basically saved us against the Sixers in the preliminary final last year. So, yeah, just an all-around superstar. Although he bowled pies in the last over in the grand final last year. Hopefully he doesn't do that again this year. Jimmy Pearson, when Khawaja isn't playing, he'll definitely be captain. And he'll definitely be wicketkeeper when he is playing. So I think he'll bat probably about 5. And he's solid. He does have down games quite a bit. But he can also save the innings as well when needed. He's not that massive hitting sixes from ball one. He's not a massive hitter. He's more of a hit it into the gaps kind of guy. But, you know, he can build a partnership. He can bat for long periods of time when needed. So he hopefully will have a good season. Will Prestwidge, he's an absolute spud. Please don't play him. Please don't. Matt Renshaw, he's pretty solid as well. I'm not sure if he makes it into the best 11 regardless, but I'm sure he probably will, to be honest. But I don't know. Personally, I prefer Bryant in at 6 and Renshaw out. But I can easily see them having Renshaw in instead of Bryant. Yeah, Renshaw can play pretty well at his best. Mitch Swepson is also a really good spin bowler, but not as good as Kuhnemann. Unfortunately, Kuhnemann has overtaken him, and I don't like how he fits in this team. I just don't think the two spinners work. I think McSweeney and Kuhnemann are the best combination for spin. I think you need one gun spinner, but you can't afford to have two spinners that don't bat. Swepson can't bat, neither can Kuhnemann. I just don't think they work together very well, although he's the perfect replacement if Kuhnemann was to go down. Just I can't see those two in the same team, but I know the Heat will do it anyway. They always do it. It bloody annoys me. Personally, I'd like to see Swepson traded for a decent, maybe a batsman, or possibly a decent fast bowler, or maybe an all-rounder, really. I just think too spinner heavy when he's in the team with Kuhnemann. Paul Walter, he's the other overseas player. I don't know anything about him, so I can't really comment much on him, but he's an all-rounder. I believe he bowls fast, so yeah, he's a chance to be in the team. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. He'd have to be somewhat half decent if he's being selected in the Big Bash. Who knows? Maybe he's a gun, and I just don't know him, don't see it. We'll wait and see. Jack Watermuth, I think he's pretty good, but the Heat have a hate boner for him, not selecting him and all that. I'm surprised he didn't bail on the team because they rarely gave him an opportunity. But surely with the loss of Baisley and Steckity, that'll help him be in the team more often than not, I think. I think he's a pretty decent bowler, and he's handy with the bat as well. Pretty underrated, so hopefully he gets some games. There is one player that they're missing. I think his name's Jack Wood or something like that. I don't remember. I couldn't be bothered going on the Heat's Facebook page and looking through the history, seeing when they said they signed him, but he was the last player to be signed. And pretty sure he has played for the Heat before, but he wasn't that good, so I wasn't that excited by the signing. And hopefully he doesn't get a game unless he's magically good now, which would be cool if he is. But anyway, I guess that's it. Where do you see the Heat finishing? I see us finishing either just inside finals. I don't know if they're still having finals of the top 5 or 4, but I think we're somewhere mid-table probably. Mainly because we have too many international level players that just won't play. Plus we've lost a bit of depth with the losses of some players. I think Baisley's the biggest loss of them all. I really liked Baisley. He was just solid in all departments really. We have a history of letting go some really good players, which is very annoying. So hopefully Baisley doesn't absolutely explode. I can't remember who he went to. It was either the Strikers or the Hurricanes. I think it might have been the Strikers or possibly Hurricanes. I don't know. Yeah, I think we might make the finals or we might just miss out on finals. But hopefully we do make the finals and maybe we can win the flag this year. Who knows? All teams are pretty even except for, I guess, the Stars. If you take Stoinis and Maxwell out of the Stars, they're just a debacle of a club. So, yeah, only Maxwell and Stoinis would make the Stars competitive this year, I think. But I think we're good enough to compete with the best. So you never know. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment more like this. Be sure to become a channel member. Just click the join button next to my name. Also, be sure to subscribe to my premium member, Sean Ducks. Link to his channel is in the description. Also, be sure to subscribe to my second YouTube channel. It is called Stoody Archives. Link to that will also be in the description. Also, be sure to join my Discord server. It is called Australian Sports Community. Link to that is also in the description. Also, be sure to follow me on my other social media accounts. I have Instagram, I have Twitter, and I also have TikTok. The username for all of those is StoodyYT, and links to all those will also be in the description. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you all in the next video.